who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Mayfield to throw it. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, if it touchdown! Austin Hooper, 27 yards, and the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone. And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback. And he returns this to the 22. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Oh, he fakes a spike. Flushed out right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short. Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 70 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of. Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so. Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Mayfield now on 2nd down. He completes it to Beckham. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That goes for a gain of 31. Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, it was a big run. They got him down into position, and then they finish it off one play later with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, and they've got them really thinking to themselves, after that big run, they're probably going to come back and hit us again with the same thing or something similar. Instead, they go to the air, and it's a touchdown that way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Following the interception, Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. First down, Mayfield. Going for it all. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
On play action, Allen looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Play action. Now it's Allen. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action, Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Browns drive about to get started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Allen hit. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep.
Under pressure, they got him again. Jerry Hughes, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield off the play fake. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To the air, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's complete to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Allen now on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Flush to his right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Allen now looks to throw. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identify...
Hey, if looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Fatal by design, most wanted. You you to die for. If looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind, ayy. Fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill, ayy. Lil' shorty got a bounty, she for sure the most wanted in the Alameda County. I just took one look, I don't stand no chance. Now I'm in too deep, all it took was a glance. I'm a simp, so don't get too close. She gon' come for your heart and your soul, ayy. Better run, better dip before it's too late. One smile, one bullet, do the same thing, bow. Take a shot, show 'em never miss. Nah, trust me, it ain't worth the risk, yeah. You gon' feel it in a kiss, you gon' feel like you the one. You just want us on the list, don't do it, ayy. Don't say I didn't warn you. It's all love, I'm just looking out for you. I don't know how she got like that. I'm still trying to get the old me back. If looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Ayy, fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill. Hold on, I got word that somebody seen her. Said that she was in the valley, hopping out of field. And the bag wasn't perfect, and the watch wasn't rose. She done, hey, this is what she told me. Yeah, sound about right, okay. I'm on the way now, I'm mobbing down 5, Just keep your eyes on her in the meantime. I'ma hit you when I start to pass through the grapevine. Whoop, whoop. That go the sound of my siren, I go 100, I'm flying. I barely made it in time, and I got these white horses fully laced up. Just in case I gotta dip and run away from her. Here we go now. Yeah, welcome to the showdown. Middle of the main street, this how it's about to go down. Wish that I could say I was the one that got away, but little shorty look right my way. If looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Ayy, fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill.
Yeah. Throw the rose on the beat, then that thing gone. Tell them throw the rose on the beat, then that thing gone. It's a song that made me wanna rap. Yeah, I dropped the pen, now I'm on the map. Now it's hot, now I'm playing in the Lincoln Town Cup. The police sending on my car. Mug shots wasn't in the plan, I'm like, who is that? I'm the artist, but it's God that done drew me back. If you got a question, come and ask me. Actually, if you ain't got the drive, get you up in the backseat. Say lot, I want you, give me that peace. Head up, don't ever fall in these streets. Heard you looking for me where you found me, ain't expect to see these angels all around me, Say lot, I want you, give me that peace. Head up, don't ever fall in these streets. Heard you looking for me where you found me, ain't expect to see these angels all around me. I got angels all around me, yeah. I got angels all around me, yeah. I got these angels all around me, yeah. I got angels all around me, yeah. Squad, load them up. Kiss them up to God while you fold them up. Call a squad, load them up. Kiss him up to God while you throw him I'm from that boogie down PX, never end direct. I'm a straight shooter, I never lose to a dude that's I. Nothing to say, then I just rather stay quiet. Greatest point I ever made was saved by my silence. So, silence that tough talk, talking on your keyboard. Never get your vision till you fishes learn to see more. Fish inside the sea, more. Kinda interesting, but people say they hear me all day. Never listening. Greatest difference between those who want and those who achieve is that the ones who really want it never sleep on their dreams. Fair warning, I stay on my grind. It'll definitely cost a lot for you to pay me no mind. Say lot, I want you, give me that peace. Head up, don't ever fall in these streets. Heard you looking for me where you found me, ain't expect to see these angels all around. I got angels all around me, yeah. I got angels all around me, yeah. I got these angels all around me, yeah. I got angels all around me, yeah. Riding doing 90 with my windows down. Tell the devil get behind me while I ride around. Ain't no Judas at my table, but we getting bread. Bloodstains got me tripping red. Riding doing 90 with my windows down. Tell the devil get behind me while I ride around. Ain't no Judas at my table, but we getting bread. Bloodstains got me tripping. Angels all around me, yeah. I got angels all around me, yeah. I got these angels all around me, yeah. I got angels all around me, yeah.
Hey, look, my mama was a hustler. My daddy not so much. I grew up where if you look suspicious, they called you bluff. Powder puffs couldn't make it in the concrete jungle. If you found stumbling, then they pull up right around your bumper and make you run it off for no reason, like for a stumping. Get the involved. If you get to thinking you're tough, I swear it's protocol. They fiending for reasons to bust and they don't know no laws other than keeping it tucked in they draws or they britches. Cause the ditch can always find you if you slipping or you tripping. Without a map, let me guide you down the road less traveled. Don't let the gravel define you, cause there's plenty folk that made it down the path they had been assigned to at birth. Worked in the earth and determined by you.
I see the future, I cannot go backwards. My sneakers cost more than the change on these rappers. I put on roof and it was cool to these rappers. If TV money good, I turn to an actor. They always pushing me to get out of character. I might embarrass the system to come air out your area. You pay for your service, play this at the barrier. Feel like Jack Nick, this as good as it gets. Don't really play games, but for the fans, I just might make me a tweet. Chicago look like Grand Theft Auto, but most don't get a second life in it. That's the model for this. Created new ways, they remodel my. The more that they doubt, the more dollars come in. Went from the 4, now I'm driving the 6. Always upgrading, I had to stay patient, but I ain't been waiting, I'm stalking these M's. Cereal killing these tracks, I'm getting General Mills. Milking the game for all that it is. 5% 10, they can't even really see who it is, but they know who it is. One-on-one whip, no one driving this spaceship coupe. I feel like a pilot, an astronaut. I always do ballet, I don't do parking lot. Shop at boutiques, I don't mall shop. I don't want nothing that y'all got. Said I never come back, now they all shot. Talking about, is that him? Yes, sir. Flying riding in the M, yes, sir. Same squad since back then, yes, sir. Just say the RPM. Yo, was hungry, so I stopped to get her some checkers. I'm the night, then she leaving the night. It's no good mornings, and we can't do breakfast. She been telling me that too stressful. She give you breathing room, she give me pressure. You stuck at square one, and I'm on the next level. You hate what you broke, I'm just praying God bless you, yeah. Need prayer, the way that I'm winning ain't fair. I'm blowing in the air, I give out there, yeah. I'm adding my stocks and my shares. Feel like I play for the Bears. Get off on the right foot, ain't hating on life foot, but I should be running for mayor. Bro, keep a drum and a stick with no snare, yeah. This feel like the last day of school. They hate me, I'm breaking the rules. If I gotta cheat, I'ma still graduate. Can't be held back with you fools. They can't stop us. Got us stickers, diplomas on the medical like doctor students. We throw the cap in the air, similar to how Bobby Shmurda do it.
Hey, if looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Ay, fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill, ayy. Lil' shorty got a bounty, she for sure the most wanted in the Alameda County. I just took one look, I don't stand no chance. Now I'm in too deep, all it took was a glance. I'm a simp, so don't get too close. She gon' come for your heart and your soul, ayy. Better run, better dip before it's too late. One smile, one bullet, do the same thing, bow. Take a shot, show 'em never miss. Nah, trust me, it ain't worth the risk, yeah. You gon' feel it in a kiss, you gon' feel like you the one. You just want us on the list, don't do it, ayy. Don't say I didn't warn you. It's all love, I'm just looking out for you. I don't know how she got like that. I'm still trying to get the old me back. If looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Ay, fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill. Hold on, I got word that somebody seen her. Said that she was in the valley, hopping out a Beamer. In the bag was a Birkin and the watch was a Rollie. Said she done, hey, that's just what he told me. Damn, ay, yeah, that sound about right. Okay, I'm on the way now, mobbing down 5. Just keep your eyes on her in the meantime. I'ma hit you when I start to pass through the grapevine. Woo, woo. That go the sound of my siren. I go 100, I'm flying. I barely made it in time, and I got these white verses fully laced up. Just in case I gotta dip and run away from her. Here we go now. Yeah, welcome to the showdown. Middle of the main street, this how it's about to go down. Wish that I could say I was the one that got away, but little shorty look right my way. If looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Ay, fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill.
bougie. I'm bubbling like jacuzzi. You can't do nothing to me. And I like my man tugging. In the kitchen, he whipping a two-piece. Lord knows how good he get. Wishing that I would've quit. Looking good, feeling goody. For all the things that I couldn't get. Made a list and I check them off. Small circle when you're not involved. Came from nothing, got a ball. And I ain't with a lot of y'all. I told them then how I tell them now. Gonna be different this time around. Half of you is dying out. Begging for to fly you out. Making your money by down. You sitting here lying about. Heard you was over there hiding out. I give you something to cry about. Bank account stacking. Money off rapping. You be capping since you was popping. Tell me what happened. Looking tragic. I get it cracking. Money long and it don't fall. Get it cracking. Hey, look, man, isn't nothing to me. I just work and mind my business. You can say that I'm coming in peace. And he be scared I won't love him back. He think I'ma just leave. I ride around with a little strap. Right below me, it's under the seat. Gotta stay cautious cause you know how it be. I would never let it change me. I had to get it no matter the plan. I was just lucky to have me a chance. I made that get madder again. I serve him up on a platter and then I get whatever. I am old. And they ain't never seen nothing like me. Yeah, I'm hella clever, I know. So tell me something.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. Now a second down and 6. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. Now, I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. Mayfield down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins there to make the grab. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there. A big one.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 36 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to checking down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Mayfield on 1st down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Brady now to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Brady to throw. Incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Brady going to throw. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski There to make the grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Jadon Mickens deep for Tampa Bay. $51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. On 1st down, Brady. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Back to Brown, this time complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Brady again. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. To return is Jadon Mickens. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Brady to throw again. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And it'll be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he is all the way up past the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now it's Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mayfield. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield being chased out under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. It's caught by Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run with Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 78 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield forced out to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. A carry here for Hunt, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. The 30. 10. He will take this all the way. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From just inside the 20, a short kick, and he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 76 yards. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The return is Mickens. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Brady. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Mayfield to throw. Into the hands of Beckham. 1st down, Cleveland. Mayfield to Beckham.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mayfield. Pass complete to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Baker. What a catch on the sideline. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Oh, the return is Mickens. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Hunt. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 36.
88 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A run there on first down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Brady, right side. That's complete to Gronkowski. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
To throw, it's Brady.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. Brady's going to sneak it. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out.
I got some needs. I need the money like I need to breathe. I need some honest and I need the scheme. I need the W by any means. Yada, yada. Yeah, that I mean. Tell that little that I'm out of her league. Enough is enough, and I think I'm allergic to suckers. You making me sneeze. Them out for blooded, I'm making them. You try to run it on your knee. I made them fall like I'm ranking the league. You know I ball like I play for the league. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. I ain't no joke, we ain't making no memes. If I pull up on them, I'm making that scene. Then I'm making them scream. Straight from the bricks, I need a lick. I drink the body since I was a kid. Unlit, how can I miss? Came from the bottom and got me a check. Them a threat, I got a flex. You want the crime, but don't know what it takes. I am built different, I'm not what you think. I cannot lose, I go out with a bang. I hope you never say my name in vain. I'm with whatever, just not for no games. I know they say I change, I cannot say the same. I bet they want me shackled, they're locked in the chains. I guess that's just what happens with bad news. On my mama, I never been fragile. I'm the wrong with the with this taboo. Turn you to R.I.P. tattoo. Still a youngin' but feel like a OG. Can't forget all the that they told me. Tired of thinking that they know me. You gon' turn me back into the old me. You gon' turn me back into a savage. I done did you couldn't imagine. Leveled up and then bought me a mansion. I can never go back to what has been. I can never go back to the old days. No way. Back to walking to work on a cold day. Back to thinking my ex was my soulmate. Back to telling myself it'll be okay. We'll be okay. We're surviving no rhyming and OJ. Shorty paying the bills, I had no say. I can never go back to the bottom. To the bottom. Selling them but know when the cops come. Jealous and wanted to rob us. I was just trying to give me some dollars. Couple dollars. Turn my pennies from hundreds to common. I'm so happy them days are behind us. I ride by different spots, I get flashbacks. I can't get on your level, I'm past that. Watch me run that up, I can't go back to none. Trying to get to the top of the world. My going crazy, walking this corner and seeing someone this girl. All that spinning block, that's a little boy we catching, we rocking this world. I let everybody have their fun with me. Never had a woman say she done with me. I was working out on the company. I keep money coming in constantly. My little brother them be happy. She tryna get it, I've been on the run for weeks. Don't think none of you come for me. Both of my kids got it on. See, I'm the real deal. All the way on half still. Gotta do better than last year. That's my motto. Put a switch on the for the auto. Put them things on the plane like I'm Rollo. Proud to say that I finally changed up. Why the they keep bringing my name up? Cause I'm poppin'. I can never go back to the old days. No way. Back to walking to work on a cold day. Back to thinking my ex was my soulmate. Back to telling myself it'll be okay. We'll be okay. Was surviving all Roman and OJ. I was paying the bills, I had no say. I can never go back to the bottom. To the bottom. Selling, never know when the cops come. Jealous, they wanted to rob us. I was just trying to give me some dollars. Couple dollars. Turn my pennies from money to commerce. I'm so happy them days are behind us. I'm so happy them days are behind me. I'm so happy the paper done found me. I done keep some good around me. I got rid of them down me. Keeping good energy and I'm prayed up. Tunnel vision ain't nothing can phase us.
We are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 82 yards. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. To try again after the sack. Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Mayfield on play action. On the move to his left. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup of 38. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Tech McKinley, his 2nd sack of the night. A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. From the gun, Mayfield out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Mayfield now. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Mayfield off the play fake. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. First down, Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. after the sack on first down. Mayfield. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A first down throw for Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham as time expires in the first half. And the Browns are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mayfield. the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second down, here's Chubb again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The Cleveland offense ready to go, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They go play action. Mayfield. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Being chased out left. Now Mayfield lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory. 3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder,
Is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Sione Takitaki able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Mayfield on play action. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Mayfield now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And yes, folks, that is his fifth interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
Forced out to his left.
Pass complete to Chubb.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Mayfield to throw. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Mayfield.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Here's Baker.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mayfield.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Mayfield.
is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. One last shot from Mayfield here. Rolling to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Get paid, I'm out the door. Make money,